How you doing, speech evaluation system? There's some interbranch families, criminal with the kids, a whole bunch of different, juxtaposed ways. I'd say a sandwich. I was going to eat it on camera to see if it changed, people like that or not. I don't know. I was going to ask, so I caught them. There was a principal sex offender they forced to stain. Real or made up, there was sex crime acts. They wouldn't let told on, and they forged names, switched sequences, and made up fake things to prevent that told on from me and from other people. Is online recorded. And it was recorded and confessed in and outside of courts tied to them in other court cases, because they arrested me a bunch of times to counter, because I caught them with offensive evidence reception crimes, with court police tied to Hartford courts and various, like a Hartford Superior Court and other natures of courts associated with them criminally, and their family members and family members of people that work with them, used for identity thefts. All kinds of database solutions, stacking fake conversations, fake ties to meet to strangers in every campus I went to, with like mastered trick methods of presenting facts, where everyone has to hide their sensibilities and roles with, well, it is kept that way, to keep everyone hiding their sensibilities. Because it's recorded inter-campuses, inter-city, inter-types of campuses, inter-branch police raised, slandering people, pretending they had conversations with people when they were kids, crime rolls with databases, lying to people. Like, my school had special ed, level 3, level 2, level 1, AP. I was all level 2 classes. I didn't do any homework, but I did just enough to graduate. That's why they also had they had a probate judge with brothers that were in my school but never in my classes, involved with people that were in my classes. They were involved criminally with federal criminals who hadn't been proven yet, and a whole bunch of other natures of them already proven, and they all juxtaposed. But they were co-defendants of former director of the FBI in a part of a 2006 case. Now, there's a Leahy family I never had a conversation with either, as doctors. And with other doctors, they forged names, attached me to fake conversations about legal cases. Pretended I talked about agencies. Pretending I talked to them about, with them recording me and other people and my family. Pretended I talked to them about cases with sequence shifts. Not at all. And pretend we were, words. And the reason I was forced to even be in their presence was because I caught them with child abuses roles with the new and past neighbors, with the Dillon family. Also recorded and confessed in affidavits on it. He had strangers' kids when I was a kid. He had crime rolls with them, sequentially, because they're stacking database illusions, sustaining people to roles with it. Juxtaposed natures of child abuse. They have Joshua Julian with identity theft crime acts roles with child campuses Facebook page, pretending to know the kids tied to a principal sex offender used by interbranch families with their kids with their school. And the other parents don't want to talk about it, but they don't want to talk about it, but for criminal reasons recorded. And they're hiding that because they sequence shift and arrested me with lies. And I have no criminal record. They're trying to make one criminally by stacking fake arresting officers, switching names, forging names into databases since I was a kid, attaching me to fake conversations, fake locations with people that never were. Judges speaking into record, rules crimes, out of sequence. You know what I'm saying? Sequence shifts. These are also cliques interstate with a Scalora family recorded and confessed involved and demonstrated involved with identity theft with Weatherfield police. Evidence crimes with them, with intercity police, with the co-defendants, a former director of the FBI, Robert Luskin, involved with criminality with a bunch of kids from my town, with various natures of police forms criminally involved with their families in them, and identity theft acts, database crimes. So they're not letting me and others report this because of how they have juxtaposed natures of child abuse, simply used to, even with women, to get it off, because their motives weren't sexual. Their motives are to keep each age of fact-keeping nature roles with the state propagated lie progressions from interbranch actors, interbranch identities of positions, causing negative value nature progressions, lie progression covered natures needed to hurt, sabotage, and obfuscate correlation nature's identity, simultaneously inherent, active, and progressive means to the discernment of what to do, of answers to questions, recorded offensively, not letting free speech. Discern it, using pseudo-positives, theater natures of positive, like criminal insidiousness nature, not a lawyer, not a police form, not a criminal. We have crime acts not reported, and they're putting fake things into databases. Various natures of doctors. 3 times I tried to report, recorded new and past neighbors, recorded involved with the same child offenders with kids when I was a kid, that strangers sought me out for affidavits, crime rolls with interbranch then and now. Now as men and women involved with the child abuse of other kids, with the principal sex offender, who they forced to stay with others. The only reason he got caught reportedly was because he got, he's reportedly sentenced now too. Because he got caught in a Walmart. So, and they lied about that because they had the police involved. A whole bunch of police got involved because they're using wire crimes and evidence as crimes, interbranch, and as grouped, misprision. Then they need to hide lie progressions. That was also the recorded and confessed crime rolls with the Trade Center attack, a whole bunch of ways, and with families tied to the Trade Center, and to an Enzo Fienzo with WFSB police and interbranch police criminally involved, and with this Dillon family criminally involved with the various natures of child abuses, women involved too, with the overt sexual crime acts. Further, they hid and forced sustained with the principal sex offender, making me talk through other people. Also, CNN's recorded and confessed criminally involved. They said bragging too. They're forcing people to have conversations that no one's going to have because everyone wants to understand what they're talking about. And these people are attaching me to fake conversations with themselves and others, and sequence shifting, and needing to have quick trick fact treatment nature mistakes on purpose because the Hartford Superior Court, I didn't know until after, they had offered their court for my father to use it to do a deposition. Because the federal criminals associated with a daughter and a whole bunch of other ones associated with the people in my grade growing up, they were co-defendants of former director FBI in a 2006 case that was proven after my father proved sequence shift from inside the Ninth Circuit in the Trade Center attack, which we were right before the attack. We came home and saw it on TV from New York to Connecticut. The same interstate people also tied to CCSU crimes with that, and other Connecticut colleges, campuses, and with interbranch families. In other words, intelligent families. One girl that I don't even have in her name in the yearbook. They're hiding behind these other people's names in the first place because they're forging names, switching names of judges, recorded criminally rolls with their courts, preventing counters to their courts' recorded rape threats and sex crime acts and cases. and just using their database, sticking fake arresting officers, slandering people with interbranch families, pretending they know us, attaching us to strangers, to ties to strangers. They're pretending too.